It is going to take a lot more than these non-tip orders for me to move my tires. Sorry, $4.59 for 4.4 kilometers in the rain is a no-go scenario for me. I have declined, I think, 12 orders now with Uber. It's overly saturated with crappy orders today. It is Tuesday afternoon. We are 11:50 a.m. I seem to like going out later than earlier, but that's okay. But it's raining. I love that it's sweater weather. Even though sweaters make me feel bigger and bulkier, they're way more comfortable and way more cozy. Now, I am on with Uber Eats. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to turn them off for a second for me to talk to you, because recently they've been overriding my phone. And if I don't have it on, then they don't allow me to do deliveries with them. And since they're my main source, let's say, for example, if I was on Instacart and Uber was open, they're just going to pop up an offer and I can't go back and assess the offer. It's either accept or decline. And it's just, if I'm touching the screen, it's going to auto accept. So I'm on with Instacart today. That would be my first choice of the day. And it's not because I'm a woman and women like shopping. I actually hate shopping and I'm very much a tomboy. But it's because it keeps me out of the rain longer. But I also have a 3-hour time slot with Skip the Dishes. Look at this. Every time any other app dominates versus Skip the Dishes, they turn me off in the background. It's going to show that the GPS is now located in just a minute. But anyways, I've been on with Skip the Dishes from 11:30 a.m. But do I think they're going to give me any offers throughout that 3-hour time slot that I booked with them? Nope. Skip does not like me. It's not even showing that I'm on GPS online right now. Skip, you're awful. You're dreadful some days. There was a community tab that I just recently posted about, do you guys think I honestly hate DoorDash? Some of you said yes, some of you said no, like, oh, it seems like you do, but you don't. Honestly, I prefer DoorDash over Skip the Dishes nowadays. I hate to say it, but it's true. Because with DoorDash, at least I'll get some offers when I'm on with them. With Skip the Dishes, I get nothing. So what's the point of draining my battery and my data for Skip the Dishes? I have no idea. But we're going to re-enable Uber Eats here. I am probably going to sit around just for a little bit here. I'm in the Brossard area. It's my favorite location to be at because there's a lot more expensive restaurants nearby me to get myself some more beneficial orders. But if these non-tip orders keep on coming in, these tires will not be moving. But let's see what adventures we have in store for today. So somebody understood that when it comes to doing deliveries in the rain, you need to tip good. And that's why I got this Scores offer for just over $11 for 5.5 kilometers. I mean, it is pouring drenched rain out here, but it's not the worst temperature out here. And after I ended up getting that Scores order dropped off, Instacart actually sent me a Farmer Prix offer. So for those that don't know, Farmer Prix is your local drugstore for an individual that wanted quite a few items that unfortunately when you get a percentage-based tip affects me when the stores don't have many items. For the most part, it was simple things like goldfish crackers, but they don't have the original, so I got them the extreme cheddar. They had the Gatorade in both the 6-pack and they had the individual Gatorade that he requested. But things they did not have was like the Toblerone chocolate bar, 2 of them. They're $12.99 each. And the Advil, $20.99. When you are a percentage-based tip, that takes a hit. The Farmer Prix offer originally was for over $16, 0.6 kilometers. And I don't remember the amount of items, but it was like not more than 15 items. And even when I got to the Farmer Prix, it was up to $18 because he added something additionally, which I'm guessing was the Advil. Now, the only thing that it comes to when it comes down to Instacart is I can't stand sometimes the way how the texting works. Because I put you an offer for exchange and then another offer for a refund, and I'm asking you which one you want, and you say refund, but you're not telling me if it's to both or the one, and then you just tell me no problem. Well, I know what no problem means, but that doesn't answer the fact of Did you want an exchange or a refund on this item? I felt like I was bugging the man because everything that he wanted was not there. And at the end of it all, it brought me down on my percentage-based tip to $14. What was it? According to, that skipped the dishes. $14.52. With Uber Eats, though, I did get $12.52. So we got $27, but we would have made more of that percentage-based tip would have been the way I would have liked it originally. Skip the Dishes did push me 2 offers. Both of them are declined. The first one was for an order in Montreal. I'm on the South Shore. Here's $10 to go 13 kilometers. Fat chance I'm going to do that. And the last one was for $4.45 for 2 kilometers. Now, as quickly as that can be done, I have a rule that I'm not going to take orders under $6. It's insulting and it's pouring rain out here. So why would I want to do that to myself? Well, I don't, so I didn't. So now I'm sitting here. It is 1:28 p.m. Since I've been out just around, what was it, 11:50 I said? So, I mean, it's not too bad for an hour and a half. I was signed in with Skip the Dishes at 11:30, but I was at home. I didn't even leave my house. So I normally grade things from the time that I leave my house, not the time I necessarily logged into the app. But it's fairly quiet. I am hoping Instacart pushes me more batches. Skip the Dishes, step up to the plate, give me some better offers than that. I want to get a better acceptance rate with Skip the Dishes, but they're making it beyond hard right now. So yeah, now you lovelies are up to date, and let's see what else we can get into the mix. Guys, I let my judgment get the best of me, and I think that just really cost me some money. There was this Costco order, $22 for 17 kilometers and 10 items to pick up. And I was going to take it. The only thing is that the most important thing that I was focused on was my bladder being released at the McDonald's, which was where I was on my way to. And if you're a full-time gig worker, you know that struggle, and I've never had the urge to have to pee more in my life than being a gig worker, because the washroom's not around compared to when I worked at home. Anyways, so I go to the washroom at the McDonald's thinking to myself that 17 kilometers is a little far, maybe this offer would still be there. But of course, somebody snatched it up because dumbass me forgot that it's on an auto route, so that is an easy drop-off for an individual. And to get the 10 items, you got 10 minutes in and out kind of thing. So yeah, my better judgment got the best part of me. And yeah, I didn't get that order. Then I'm sitting inside the McDonald's parking lot as soon as I got out from using the washroom. And I'm sitting here, and on my right side of my passenger door, I hear a big donk. Skip the Dishes has matched me with an order. I'm grateful. Istanbul kebab. Okay, that's over here. Sure, let's turn this 0 acceptance rate into a 10%. We're gonna get this Skip the Dishes order. But after the door got hit, the first thing that's in my mind, and I'm looking at the person, I'm like, you dumbass, you can't see a big ass red car in front of you. I checked the door was fine, but then I'm driving along and all I get is a big whoosh of rain throughout my windshield, like the biggest puddle. I couldn't see 2 feet in front of me, and I'm on the boulevard. So I'm not having the best of luck today with food deliveries or anything. I'm on with Uber Eats, but I'm going to turn them off so that I can finally do a Skip the Dishes order. Now, Instacart, if they want to send me something nice, that would be great, but I'm resorting to a $7 order here because kind of got no choice. So let's go get this Istanbul kebab over at the restaurant, get this one dropped off, and see from there. We are not making much money. This is why I need to stop doing deliveries on Mondays and Tuesdays and resort to the weekends. But I'm going apple picking this weekend, and I don't want to miss out on that. But let's go get this order, guys. So this is the first one to come out of my mouth, but thank you, Skip the Dishes. Not only did we get that $7.79 kebab order done, but we're going to find out additionally what came into the mix. And it's all because of Skip the Dishes. After I got the kebab order, so it's the first time I've recorded in that place. I'm not a fan of a restaurant getting an order started when you arrive, but it was okay. They were pretty quick on the switch. And then the customer was a meet at the door. Now, the second one I got is one that I've mentioned before, but they keep coming back to me. It was Kojak's in Champlain Mall, and it was given to me by Skip the Dishes. $12.59, and if I recall, it was 8 kilometers from where I was to the restaurant and the customer's house. That is the good thing about Skip the Dishes, is they do take those things into consideration. And the Champlain Mall, when I got there, the Kojak's, they already had the order there, so it was an in and out thing, and it was a very simple, smooth drop off. And then the last one, like instantaneously after I dropped off this Kojak's order, I ended up getting $10.44 for 5.5 kilometers for Boston. And you guys are familiar, I've been to Boston many times before. And same thing, I got there and the order was fresh and ready. There was one small problem with the drop off. I dropped off the order and my phone was in my pocket of my sweater here, and sweater pockets tend to be like slippery, like it just falls out. My phone fell out and I cracked the bottom of it, and it's not something you'll probably pick up on the autofocus, but right over here is a small crack. I've never cracked the phone before in my life, so it's because I have a wallet casing which I actually shove here, but I don't carry that when I do deliveries because it has everything I need on me. So I don't carry that, so I have my phone by itself. And anyways, that was my bad. I'm not heartbroken about it. I've had the phone for, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 3 years now. So it's the Google Pixel 4 XL, so it needs to be retired eventually. So why not retire it when you're doing deliveries? But I'm impressed. I started at 11:50. I would say, because here's the thing, I did get this Costco order that came to me from Instacart, and I was super tempted to do it. $32, I think it was 14 kilometers, and I don't remember, maybe 25 items. I didn't accept it, so I don't remember it, but I was going to do it. But for anybody that watches my channel on a regular basis, you know that I'm a mom, and I have to go pick up my son from daycare. The daycare closes at 4:30, and by the time that order came in, I think it was like 3:20 on Instacart. And I knew that order would take more than an hour because of where the drop-off locations was. So I could not risk it. Otherwise, I would have been real close to my $100 minimum goal. As of right now, let's call it that it's 3:20. Okay, so 3:20 was when I finished doing orders, because I don't even think I'm on with anything else right now. But I made $30.82 from Skip the Dishes. I have made from Instacart the $14.52. I never thought the tip would have been increased anyway, so that's not a loss on my part there. And I got the $12.52 from Uber Eats. So total calculation, that comes to $57.88. No, I'm not quick on the math. I used a calculator before I press record on the camera. But I mean, almost $60 for just a little over 3 hours. I know it's less than $20 an hour, but keep in mind, this is the worst day of the week for me. Tuesdays are horrible. Now I have no choice but to stop doing deliveries for the remaining of the period. It's 3:34 p.m. because what I can do is I can go on with Uber Eats, but I'd have to be an order that's 30 minutes or so. But I'm not going to record anymore. I'm going to call it, a day for now. I'll go out tonight and do deliveries, but I only record for a certain period of time because I find it a hassle with the camera. But I will say I'm not going to complain. Does anybody else do deliveries on Tuesdays too and just take what you get, and that's it, that's all? I was pissed off before because I wanted to do some editing on the next video, but I left my hard drive at home and I had the laptop with me, and without my external hard drive, which is where all my footage is, I couldn't edit. So I was gonna call it quits, hang up the camera, everything earlier before when I was at like $27, but I'm kind of glad I pushed through. So I'm gonna let you guys go. There's no point in me bantering on more and more, but I'll catch you lovelies in the next video.